I have spent the majority of my life not living for God, not really desiring to have a relationship with Him, not going to church, not wanting to go to church, pretty much making fun of those that did. And it wasn't until sometime in college when I started dating who's now my wife, Sadie, and was having a lot of difficulties in that relationship, but yet there was something that was still pulling us together. So I basically just said, God, I don't know what it is you're doing with this. My girlfriend at the time, Sadie, seems to think that you're real. So if you are, then I need you to show me something right now. And so I literally threw the Bible open, and the very first verse I ever saw the first time I opened a Bible was 2 Corinthians 4:18, which says, as we look not to the things that are seen, but to the things that are unseen. Things that are seen are transient, but the things that are unseen are eternal. For whatever reason, that just changed everything for me. It gave me the motivation to block out everything that was happening at that moment and just realize that there's something bigger here. And I just went with it. And I don't know why, because I didn't really have a relationship with God, but I challenged Him, and that was what He showed me, and it was kind of powerful for me. It wasn't until too long after that we started coming to Pointe, Milford, and that's when God just basically took my roller coaster of a life and just made it a straight path. And I joined the security team here, and I met an amazing man that decided that God was laying me on his heart, and took me through a discipleship. And it was the most earth-shattering experience I have ever been through. There was things through that discipleship that I admitted to my wife that I never thought that I would do before. And it changed the nature of our relationship, and it just was really impactful for me. And so, what I want people to know is that it doesn't matter if you spent your entire life in church. It doesn't matter if you've never gone to church. At any point in time in your life, if you can say, I'm ready, and give your life to God and respond to whatever it is He wants for you, He's going to do something amazing with it. I'm not perfect, and I still make mistakes, but Ephesians 2 talks about the fact that it's not about other people doing things wrong, it's about me. Aaron Gobbets is a sinner. I do things wrong. I'm going to continue to do things wrong for the rest of my life. Paul talked about it a lot in his writings about how that the old person just kept coming back no matter what he's done for God, and I feel that all the time. We're never going to be perfect this side of heaven. We're born into sin, and we're going to make mistakes because that's just the way that it is, unfortunately. And Jesus Christ paid the ultimate price for us. He switched places with me so that I didn't have to worry about my sin and whether or not that was going to get me into heaven. Am I the wealthiest man financially? No. Do I drive the nicest cars or have the biggest house? No. But I am so satisfied and happy with where I'm at and where God is taking us. When I came to that realization, it was like, wow. Like, I finally had the confidence, I feel like, to just go forward with life and not have to worry so much about every single little error that I make, to know that I'm human, I'm going to sin, and I'm going to continue to make mistakes, but as long as I respond to what God wants from me, as long as I recognize the convictions when I'm wrong, and I recognize what He wants me to do, and I do that, I know that everything's going to be okay. And I want to teach my children that, and I'm looking forward to what God has in store for me from this point forward. And I guess the only other thing left is go blue.